pre-need, funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. And I remind you of the pre-need. You can see Miss Doris Thrash for pre-need information. I mean, it is so important that you pre-plan for your funeral or that loved one's funeral. Don't wait until time of need when your mind is cluttered and you're not making sound decisions because of grief. Pre-plan it. Get it all done. And you can do that by contacting Miss Doris Thrash today, 256-245-4361. Tell her that I sent you by from Daybreak. That's pre-planning specialist Doris Thrash at Curtis & Son Funeral Home. In obituary news this morning, Mrs. Peggy Rogers, age 78, died on Tuesday at her residence in Pelham. Funeral arrangements to be announced by Radley Smith Funeral Home. Celebration of life for Coach Michael Box, age 74, will be Thursday at 2 o'clock in Grace Baptist Church in Childersburg. Brother Frank Thompson officiating. Mike died on February the 12th. He had many titles, Mike did. He was 74 years old and a great gentleman, and he taught youth at church, and he was a soul winner for sure. And he taught evenings at Wednesday evenings at Grace in Childersburg, and that celebration of life will take place coming up, and I want to update you on that. In lieu of flowers, donation can be made to Grace Baptist Church at 1299 15th Avenue Southwest, Childersburg, 35044, or Farm for Hope, 53707 Highway 25 in Vandiver, or the Kings Ranch at 32 Kings Ranch Drive in Chelsea, Alabama. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. And that service will be Thursday at 2 o'clock in Grace Baptist Church in Childersburg. Brother Frank Thompson will officiate. And Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga directing. Memorial message may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Johnny Ray Fields, age 60 of Childersburg, died February the 11th. And family and friends remember Johnny Ray Fields, age 60 of Childersburg. Mrs. Marty's O'Neill, age 93, died February the 13th at Coosa Valley Medical Center, Radley Smith Funeral Home, announcing. Funeral service for Eula May Tapley, age 83 of Alexander City, will be Thursday at 11 o'clock from Victory Baptist Church. Dr. John Watkins officiating. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. The family will receive friends tonight, 5:07 at the funeral home. Mrs. Tapley died Monday, February the 12th at her residence. She was a member of the Victory Baptist Church. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home, Alexander City, directing. Sierra Nicole Haney, age 15 of Munford, died February the 10th. And funeral service will be today at 2 p.m. from Talladega Funeral Home. The Reverend Jeff Rutledge will officiate. Burial in the Bethlehem United Methodist Church Cemetery. Ms. Haney died on Saturday from injuries suffered in an automobile accident. She was a sophomore at Munford High School and a member of the girls' volleyball team there. Talladega Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Michelle Bowden will be today at Wright's Funeral Home Chapel in Alexander City with burial in the Hillview Cemetery. Visitation this morning, 10 until noon. The service will begin at noon. Wright's Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Carrie L. Nolan Brown, age 74, is Saturday at 2 p.m. from Radley Smith Funeral Home Chapel with Pastor Bruni Mitchell, the Reverend Kenneth Ragland, Minister Wendy Robinson, and Minister Louise Morris officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Mrs. Brown died Friday, February the 9th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Visitation Friday, 6 until 8 o'clock at the funeral home. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com, and you may make monetary contributions in memory of Carrie Nolan Brown to Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga. Radley Smith Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing that burial in Evergreen Cemetery. These obituaries brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Renovations of Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel continue, and it is a mammoth change with Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the interior, the layout of the funeral home, and including the chapel. And that should be finished somewhere in March. And we appreciate your considerations while the remodeling is ongoing. And Curtis and Son Funeral Home has been around since 1975. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.